We are,
The happiest stitches on earth.
we're FlossTube about cross stitch mostly.
Yeah, we're so happy you're back with us. We have lots to catch up on.
Yeah, and it was just 2 weeks ago, so
Who knew?
life
So much could happen.
life happens.
I know.
I want to start out by just saying thank you to everyone
Same.
for all your well wishes after the stupid fall. I'm great now. I'm like a new person. Like I'm doing awesome. So thanks for all of you who gave me well wishes. I really appreciated it. Thank you.
I'm glad you're doing better too.
Yes.
It was hard for our girl there. So
Yeah.
I'm doing better too. I'm happy to say that the grief fog continues to lift. And last week we had the burial or internment really in the cemetery. It's really emotional. It was done at a VA cemetery here in St. Petersburg. And they did the whole military honors and the 21 gun salute and the taps. And it was really emotional, but it provided closure, a lot of closure for me. And I have really felt that this past week or two. So I'm happy to it's still not like just that, well, that's over. No, but
You feel more like yourself.
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. And that's great. I'm so glad.
Me too.
I've been praying for that for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
In my life, the big news right now is the shop that I work at just turned 1. I can't even believe it. Like my life has been changed in that 1 year. It like really has. I mean, we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for all of that. Really, I don't think so. And so today we had our first day of our anniversary sale. We had mystery boxes. It was so much fun. And then she told us that we all get one of the mystery boxes. And I'm so
Lucky
excited
you.
because there is good stuff. When I left work today, there were like 12 left, but they started with 40. So they're almost gone, but probably by now they're gone. I don't know. But that was super, super exciting. And so the sale continues Friday and Saturday. So that's exciting stuff over here. I am so thankful for that shop and for all my friends that I work with and the people I've met there. It's just been wonderful. And someone came into the shop today and came to the back and said, I just had to come back and introduce myself. I know you from your FlossTube. And I was like, oh, that was so exciting.
It's really exciting. That's so fun. I love Cotton Heart's Quilt Shop, and I wish I lived there.
I wish you
But
did.
it is really a fabulous shop for anybody who's in that quilting realm or just wants to go and find fabric or see Kristi or whatever. And I'm just so excited for them because I know that it's been a long year and they have done an amazing job. And I'm just so excited that they're able to celebrate this milestone. And it's just fabulous for them. So yay for 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to my little life update. I'm happy to report that I feel, because of my previous statement, much more productive. And not only have I had more energy to get out of my sort of stitching funk, but Steve and I are involved in a couple of ministries through our church, Worldwide Marriage Encounter, and we had a region board meeting last weekend that we were involved in, and we went to another sort of a local movement for equality in moving in housing and mental health access that we are supporting too. And so both of those ministries are just really so uplifting, and we're just really happy to be involved in them, and they encourage us in just being more productive anyway. So
I'm so proud of what you guys do. That's so cool.
Thank you. It's a slow process, but I feel like we're part of it and it's going to get done. Yeah. So that was good.
We are all on edge and in my family right now. So that's the best way to describe it. My son is currently in the seminary, and on the 30th of this month, there's a huge service, and all of the candidates who have finished the seminary program procession in a beautiful church service, and they're called up one by one, and they find out at that moment where they're headed. So that's coming up, and we're super, super excited. It's kind of overshadowing all our thoughts. They're ready to know so they can make plans. We're ready to know so we can all make plans, and we're ready to know where that baby's going to be living.
If he's That's the most important thing.
Well,
the baby going to end up.
But I have spent a lot of time praying for Ben and for the congregation that he's going to be going to. So there's a lot of thought and prayer put into how they pick and choose and where they put people. And I know it's been a lot for the placement and the district presidents who help with that, but we're all just ready. We're just ready.
It won't be long now. Only a few more weeks. Now. So yay.
But with that being said, we're going to mention today in our FlossTube that we might not be on as regular. There's a lot of things going on in life for both of us right now. And so we're going to try our best to figure it all out, but we may be a little more sporadic. So just so you know, we just got a lot going on in our lives. So
I'll understand. And it'll all work out. And
it will.
So, you know, we all got to set our priorities here, and right now, you know, we're both being called to different priorities. So it's just going to be maybe a week or two delayed, peeps. Don't worry.
We're not
it'll
going
all
anywhere.
Be fine. I know. So whenever I mentioned that we were being productive, my husband and I were being more productive as a couple, I'm also being, and I'm really happy to say that I'm being more productive in my stitching and in my craft room, you know, update and decorating. And I will be finally debuting the craft room this weekend. I'm going to make a little video, put it on our I know, I'm finally ready. It's been going on since December 1st when I decided to do this wackadoodle project. But anyway, it's finally ready. I'm going to do a little video on our Facebook site to show you around and just see where I work. And I'm really excited for it. And I am calling her the Pink Suite, and I am the Pink Suite Stitcher. So watch for it. Okay.
Ah, fun.
And so that's going to be this weekend, because then in just a week and a half, my husband and I are going to Hawaii to celebrate our anniversary we just had for, I know, 42nd anniversary. So off we go to, thank you. Off we go. And we'll be there for a week. Can't wait. And I wish my girl was coming with me, but this was not the year. This was
we
not
will
the year.
one of these years,
1 year
we will
be
do
there
it
together. Yes, we
will do it. And we wore our favorite themes today.
We did.
Should we cheers?
We should cheers.
Cheers.
So there. Boop, boop. We're still not sure which end we are on, but anyway.
I'm in my strawberries.
And I'm in my lemons. So there we are.
Love them.
I do. I love my berries. I love my lemons. So we're good.
That's for life for me. I don't know. Quilt shop and call day. That's all my life is right now. Well, Holy Week, but you know how that is.
It's exciting though.
It is very all of it.
Absolutely.
Very.
Yeah. So exciting. Okay, let's take a look at our calendars. And kids, believe it or not, I got one this time. Woo!
Yay!
And it's actually filled out. So there it is. There's my April. You. I know. Stickers and everything. I
have that carrot. I have that.
Carrot.
Yeah. From Michelle Zumi.
It is. It is from Michelle Zudima. A long time ago. But I was pretty proud that I actually got it together. And I've decided on my calendar that this was due to my unproductivity, I guess, that I was not, after all, I guess this is an evolving practice, isn't it, Kristi?
Yeah, it really is.
So, you know, I really thought at the beginning of this that I was what do you call the people? Monogamous stitcher?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. So anyways, I got my stuff and you'll see it later, and I have my stickers on there to remind me, and so I'm really excited that this is going to help me keep on track.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's been a long
And
time coming.
I'm just doing my thing as I have been. And
Absolutely.
I had someone on our Facebook page mention that she had set hers up like mine, and a girl at the shop too. And she said it really helped her to stay productive because sometimes you get a little tired of what you're stitching and then you feel bad. And this just helps me to have variety. I need variety. I like need choices, and so I hope you find that too.
Well, I'm sure. I really wasn't bored with what I was doing, but I mean, all these other things were just languishing. I felt sorry for them actually. So
I felt sorry for them.
Yes, I did. I take my projects very personal, like friends. So anyway.
And we made a promise. Do you remember the promise we made in our last FlossTube?
Which one?
We promised that we were each going to make a new Stitchy box.
Oh, we did. Absolutely. That promise. Woo-hoo.
We did it.
We have delivered.
Yes. Go ahead, lady.
You want to see mine?
Yes.
Here she is.
Look at her.
She is. It's a red sassy girl. Yes. I was thinking about doing a strawberry theme, but then as I continued to design, I thought, no, I just like the red theme. So I just filled her up with all the stuff. And I will say, most of the stuff is from you know who, Kristi, who just curates the most adorable kits. And she did have a sale this past weekend. Yep. So, you might want to go back. Do you still have stuff left over?
Yeah, I have a few of each of, I had strawberry, bee, and patriotic stitchy kits. Oh, and awesome. There are a few of each left. Not many, but a few.
Well, you might be one of the lucky ones. So anyway, I was instructed obviously by Kristi when I was up at her house in February. So I kind of gathered all the things. I put my favorite candy in. Yep, Smarties, because they make me smart.
And she loves her Smarties.
I do love Smarties. I have my little floss, and here's my little jar of happiness here. It's little buttons and hearts, and there's more white in there. But anyway, there's that. I put a couple of little clips in to kind of hold my stuff. And down here is my cutest little pair. I'm sorry, I'm fumbling here. Of cutest little pair of red and white dot scissors. And
those are cute.
Who's hanging on to her? My little Phoebe flamingo. It's a needle keeper. And so up here, I made my little curtain, and these little precious pins are from Kristi. And back in here are some stickers that she provided, as well as my own collection, and put a little ribbon and some doodads up here. And there she is. So she's
adorable.
My red box of happiness. Let's see yours.
Her. I did strawberry.
Oh, look at that.
This is AccuFactum. It's German fabric that we have at the shop, and I absolutely adore it. So I used it on my box. Here she
how cute is she?
So Suzie gave me this darling needle minder. It's from Flamingo Toes. When we were at market, and I have some gingham up here because gingham's, I don't know why it says strawberry to me, but it
just does.
And then I have these three. When I did the sip and stitch from Primrose Cottage, those three were in the kit, and then I just added some little flowers, little strawberry charm. And then my friend Meredith from Rocky Run Ranch sent me for my birthday. I'm going to put this down because it's tricky. But she sent me strawberry scissors.
Oh, how cute.
With this cute fob with a K on it. How cute is that, Meredith? Thank you so much. And then I had made a fob. Look at this. Okay. It is a jar of jam.
I love that.
And there's one on the way for you.
Oh, I'm so excited. Isn't that the cutest thing?
I do. I think that it's so cute. And then I have my jar of happy, and it's full of little strawberries.
Oh my gosh.
And some strawberry candy.
Yummies.
And then when we were in Nashville, Kristi and I went to that quilt store and we got these seam rippers. Look at that. It's got, and I put a strawberry on mine. It has a flower. We now have these at Cotton Hearts Quilt Shop.
Ooh.
So I have a seam ripper in there. Hopefully I won't have to use it. I have strawberry candy. I have a strawberry waxer.
Oh, cute.
And then I open my secret door.
Yes.
And I have some flowers and strawberries.
Oh,
and then when I went last year, our quilting group went on a bus trip. And we were at Always in Stitches in Indianapolis. And I got this cute, it holds your needles.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that cute? And then it has a little charm with strawberries on it, of course. So
cute. Love it.
My strawberry box has been completed.
There we go.
I'm real happy with it. Oh, I have no stickers in here right now. I need to put some stickers in there.
Well, because you never know when you need a sticker when you're stitching. Yes.
Well, and because it's one of my themes, you know. So when all the strawberry decor goes out, she'll match everything.
Yes, absolutely. So, you know, I have to tell you, this girl happened to be at Home Goods today, and it's out. So
strawberry
just saying, for anybody who has FOMO for the fruits, they're all out there. So fun times.
Don't make me want to go.
Fun times. Okay.
Anyway. I'm trying not to spend. What about other fully finished? Anything for you?
Well, I do.
Okay.
It is a fully finished from, let me think, 1987. Yes, that's how long I've been doing it. So here they come. A little egg parade. A little egg parade. Aren't they adorable?
I love them.
Yes. So back in 1987, there was a very crafty lady in my neighborhood named Beverly. And every week, this woman had the wherewithal to organize 15 ladies and have all of their projects bagged up. And we go to her house, and not only would we work on them, she provided the most delicious desserts too. This woman was an angel.
But anyway, my neighborhood.
She taught me so much. And so we worked on these eggs for a long time. And there's 5 of them, and they're all different designs. But they come out every year. Yep, since 1987.
Are they dimensional, or are they around?
They are. They are dimensional. They are styrofoam eggs. Remember them?
Oh, wow. That's
and they've got two sides. Oh, I'm just saying. Yeah, back in the day, it was a project. Yes, ma'am. And along the edges, we would glue it together, and then we put lace, and then top it with this baby ribbon.
Darling.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to share them. So I have no pattern. I don't know where in the world these girls went, but there they are, and they come out once a year.
I'm sure everyone could find something that would work.
They probably could. Yeah. So thank you for letting me share them. I've been waiting all year.
She's talked about them several times. I did some fully finishing while I was home and not working and recovering and all that jazz. So I have mentioned that I have this little cabinet that I got. Colorado Cross Stitcher inspired me, and I found it on the marketplace, and I am determined to fill it with stitches. And so I had already finished, but I've never shown y'all this bee from the 12 monthly minis kit by Primrose Cottage. So I had already done that, and it sits in the shop. I just brought it home today. And then also from that same book, we did this pin keeper and all the cute little bee pins in it, and put it around a salt shaker. So I'm putting that.
Kristi, is there something inside of the salt shaker?
Rice.
Aha.
Yeah, to keep the pins like from falling.
Yeah, that's so cool.
But then I had 2 of the Primrose Cottage bee stitches that I had not finished yet. And I had not fully finished. They've been finished for a while. So the first one was the bee basket. I did this on 18 count with 2 strands. I don't know what I was thinking, but I have never been so happy to finish something. 18 count you do one and I did two, and it was tricky to make it look nice because it was too thick. This is a learning curve, right? We're learning, but I finished her into a little pillow, and I think
She's
she turned out
adorable.
really cute. However, she's a big girl and she doesn't fit in my cabinet.
Oh,
So
nuts.
she'll sit somewhere in the bee decor, but then I am over the moon happy with this. I used seam binding ribbon and I gathered it on my needle and I sewed it around the edge of the
How
bee
cute
Quaker.
is that?
And it was so easy. It was not hard at all. And it was fast.
Did
And
you
so
sew it
I
onto
it
the
around. Yeah.
yeah, did you sew it onto the project as you gathered the binding?
I first I made the pillow.
Yes.
And then I took the seam binding ribbon, a large piece, and I gathered it on there.
Uh-huh.
And then once it was all gathered, I laid it on top and I just stitched it on all the way around.
Darling.
And then I did a little charm, a bee charm in the back. I like to do the Primrose Cottage, cut the back and fill it. I feel like I get it really full that way. So that is one of my fully finishes that I am like super excited about.
I love it.
Do you have more fully finished? Because I have
no, I don't have any more fully finished.
Okay, so I'll just share the rest of mine.
Yeah.
All right, so then I'm teaching another class from the monthly mini book. If you don't have this book, it's fantastic. There's so much you can do with it, just like those bee things in there. But my class next month at the shop is with the May. And I did the pocket. Primrose Cottage has a video on how to do this. And so I finished mine. Heart in the back and some buttons. So I have that one finished. And then I was teaching last month's class and we were doing rickrack with the beads around it. And I don't know if you remember, but I had the Hello Santa book, but I was only stitching the snowman from this book. And I took this little guy and I made him into a pillow. And so the rickrack with the beads, isn't he cute? I really, really like him.
Adorable.
So he'll fit nicely when it's time to do snowman. He'll fill. And so my ruched one, he fits. He fits here.
Let's go.
I just need to do a few more bees so everybody will be full. And so someone had asked to see my cabinet, and so I'm sharing it. And then I have one more. Do you remember I bought all the October House skinny pillows, but I had that frame from Dollar General and I was going to try and put them in there. Well, I finished the bee one and I'm super excited.
Oh, that's so cute.
So I put the magnets back here. So it had words here. Boy, you guys, don't ever discard the thought of using something that has things already on it, because I would have never looked at this as a frame years ago. You know what I mean? It would just have been a piece of art. And then I'm just going to do all of the little pillows, but I'm not going to make them into pillows. And we're going to have something to trade out here all the time. So those are my fully finished.
Awesome. Good job.
I had so much fun.
Yeah, that was good.
I'm going to get them
You had
out.
so much fun, and you had a lot of time to sit and recover too.
Oh gosh, I did. And so
that part was not fun.
It was motivating to finish those because it made me want to do more little things so that I can fill this cabinet. I really want to start stitching bigger things, but my big goal was to have all the things. So I've been stitching a lot of little. So it may seem like I have a lot of things that I've been working on, but they're all little. And so that goes so much faster. So,
well,
all right.
Yeah. So speaking of the monthly mini project book from Primrose Cottage, I am happy to introduce a finish for March. Okay, I'm only a month behind, but here she is. Yeah. Here she is. And I really love her.
And bring her a little closer.
Yeah, sure. Here, tell me if I'm good because I can't see.
Oh, it's good.
I
Oh,
think
I love her.
I think I did pretty good. And so I'm deciding and I'm thinking that I have about half of January done and I'm starting April. You'll see her in her frame. I mean in her hoop in a
Oh,
minute.
that's okay.
But that's okay. And so I'm thinking that I want to do finish like your little frame and I'll just, change them out per season and sort of do little things like this with them.
You could pop them in and out.
Yeah, yeah, because I didn't want to restart on one big, I mentioned last time that we had Nettie had provided the big outline border. Well,
Yeah.
since I was 1.5 into it already, well, I'm going to start over. So there's my finished, girls. I actually got one. Yay, me.
Yay! So, like I said, I had several little finishes
Mhm.
because I want to fill that cabinet and I had the time. So my first one is by Asbery's Echoes, which I am loving her design. My Etsy shop is currently like full when I'm ready to click that button of a bunch of things I love of hers. But these are little mini pin keeps. Look at them.
Oh, I
There's
like that.
4.
Mhm.
And this is Rhonda. She's in our Facebook group. And I did this little guy. I did the flag on my Columbia coffee dyed fabric.
Oh,
So I did this one.
oh, she's darn cute.
She's going to be a cute little pillow.
Do, 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 do.
And yeah, and then at Market, I got the Teresa Kogut America book. I love this book. But what I love about Teresa Kogut is she designs things so you can do parts and pieces. I only stitched this shield. And I am obsessed with this silly shield. Like it's just a shield, but I think it is just so stinking cute. And it's going to be a cute little pillow. Look at that.
Oh.
It reminds me of Captain America.
Oh,
I love it.
So, it does, actually.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
So I did those, and then I have been working on this guy since January, and he's not big. I just pull him out once a month. And so I finished the Emily Call November. Look at him. He's so proud. Look at that puppy.
Oh, look at him with his feathers sticking up. Oh, cute.
So after working on him since January, at once a month, I finished him. I'm almost finished with my finishes. Hold, please. This one I found on Pinterest. I'm gonna be 100% honest, and it was in another language. And I tried searching to see if there was a pattern, and I just couldn't get anywhere with it. And so I just kind of blew it up on Pinterest and stitched it. That's what I'm saying right now. But look at this little guy.
Oh my.
Funny, isn't he
cute? Good job.
He came together super, super fast. So he goes with my other Easters. And along that same line of working on something a little bit. Oh, sorry, my phone rang.
Oh dear, that's okay.
I forget to do that. I have been working on this one since January also. This is the Go Tell It on the Mountain. This is the part that says that Jesus Christ is born, but I only did the picture. I didn't do the words.
I just love them, and I have them, and I cannot wait to start them.
Suzie and I decided I'm going to do like a little star button up here. I have
it's not beautiful.
Yeah, but I really love those stitches. They're super sweet. And then one more thing, I also have a new favorite designer in Rosa, and she does some really cute strawberry things. So the first thing I did, this is a sampler, but there's a little keep down here that's kind of like this little jar. And so I did that, but I picked my own colors. I'm going with my own little color conversion, but I think that's just so darn cute.
It's very pretty.
And then the last thing that I This is not a finish. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a finish. The next one is not a finish. It's a start. So I can save that one. And I think that's it for my
Oh,
finishes.
very cool. You've been very productive.
Well, like I said,
Yeah,
the
I
same
know.
round going crazy.
I know. I do know. Actually, whenever we were at that meeting that I told you about last weekend, that's when I finished most of my stitching on that on Shamrocks.
Yeah.
I we're the secretary couple. My husband was the one taking more of the notes. I was listening intently. I was not letting my job go, but
Well, can I say to that, I feel like, I don't know if you feel this way, but I concentrate more to what's being said when I'm stitching.
you
Like
know,
I'm not looking around and getting distracted by anything. I really,
factoid to remember.
it's
Yes,
true, isn't it?
it
Is
is
it just
true.
me or is it you too?
No, it is. It's absolutely true. I mean, sometimes some of that stuff can get pretty boring. Sorry, kids. That's all business. But anyway,
Yeah.
it did make me listen and I got caught up and I felt like, well, yay, win-win. Got a project done. Listen, so it's all good. It was
Yeah,
all good.
that is good.
Uh-huh. So, anyways, I guess now onto whips.
New starts?
Well, got plenty of those.
Was it, I had new starts in our
Okay.
list next. Am I
All
right or
good.
am I wrong?
Let's do new starts because I got those.
Okay.
And in my world, Suzie says it's a new start when the fabric's in the hoop and the pattern in the flosser box. So anyway, I talked to you about making the sister partner to squeeze the day, and she is fresh lemonade. So here's her fabric, and here's her pattern, and her threads are still on this darling Farm Fresh Lemons acrylic.
Go.
I love them.
They're all ready to go.
Yeah, it's all ready to go. That's all ready to go. So you want to do one?
Yeah, I with the same sub Rosa, she had another one. Look at this cute little. Okay, but
Oh, mice.
these primitive mice that people do, I'm not a big fan. But what I am a big fan of, I'm sorry if you like them. It's just a personal thing. I'm just not. But I do
Cute.
love this huge strawberry pin cushion on that candle stand. I just think that is super cute. So I started it. All I have is the candle stand so far, but I think it's going to be cute in my little white cabinet. So that's Sub Rosa Stitching Friends is what it's called.
That's very cute.
So we're getting ready for strawberry season, you know.
Cool. So my next new project is, yes, indeed it is. It's the Blue Jay Summer. And here's her threads and here's her cloth. Isn't this gorgeous? It's like a blue, it looks like clouds. I thought she'd look so pretty on that. And the reason she doesn't have a hoop is because I ran out of them. So my order from Amazon for more Nerge hoops is coming tomorrow because I pushed the Friday save the gas button instead of deliver tomorrow.
Oh,
gosh. I'm sorry, but she's my next one, and she lives in this adorable little bee bag that Kristi made for me, and I just love her.
Aww.
Yeah, I just love her. And this one has the beautiful, since we're on bags, let me just show you how gorgeous this one is because this is the one that has all the quilting inside. I mean, it makes me feel bad to stick the pattern over it, but it's just adorable, and Blue Jay fits in it. So that's where she'll be living, and I'm going to get her started.
Well, speaking of bags, I made a little teeny tiny one. Look at this little bitty one.
Oh,
she's tiny because I have a whole bunch of the Lori Holt stitch cards.
Oh, look.
And we are at the shop carrying the Americana line. Lori Holt has a new line of fabric called Americana. It is absolutely gorgeous. And we're waiting for our bolts, but we have some cuts, but we're doing it all in the back room. And so I am stitching all 4 of these, but I'm doing them long on another piece of Colombian.
Oh, ooh, ooh.
that I
Yay.
dyed in coffee. But so all I have is a little frame going on this guy. But that's a
Oh,
new start.
well, that's cool.
Yeah. Do you have
Yeah,
more new
I
starts?
do. I
Great.
do. And again, here's Susie's version of New Start. It's still summer at the seashore, and here's her fabric, and here's her threads, but no hoop again. So tomorrow she gets her hoop and we start production. But
Awesome.
I love, love, love this. It's going to look gorgeous in my house. I know I told you that last time too, but it's all about the hoops. They're just not coming, people. Sorry.
Well, my next one, I have a fellow strawberry stitching lover. Lenny from the Sable Stitchers loves strawberries, I think, about as much as I do.
Oh,
And
so cute.
we were talking about strawberries, and he said, we should stitch a strawberry thing. So we kept comparing. She'd say, how about this one? Do you have this one? Or how about this one? Do you have this one? And so just yesterday, we both started this. It is monthly weigh-in by Stitching with the Housewives. Look at how cute this is.
Oh my goodness, that's
So
adorable.
I guess they did a whole series with scales and things on the scale. I'm not doing the whole series. I'm just doing strawberries. But Lenny and I are stitching this together, and this is what I'm doing it on 18 count mystery fabric, because I got it like in one of the stash sites where they just throw scraps of fabric together. But someone's trash was my treasure because I love it, but I have no idea what it is except that it's 18 count. But that's my start. Aren't the little strawberries darling?
Mm-hmm.
And I love the striped cake plate. I just think that's super duper cute. So Lenny and I started that, and she started at the top and I started at the bottom. She didn't have this blue yet. She's doing it's Classic Colorworks, and she's using that, and I did the DMC conversion. So it'll be interesting to see how they look when we both finish them. But
tell me, who is that pattern by again, Kristi?
Stitching with the Housewives.
I love it. I just love it.
Mm-hmm. It is cute.
I do.
I don't want to do all the scales, but I have during the strawberry season. My friend Jerry from work, who's just the sweetest lady you'll ever meet, Jerry gave me an old red scale. And so I'm going to stitch this and sit it on my red scale. And it's going to be so
Isn't that going to be cute? Oh my goodness.
I love Jerry. We think
so
Jerry,
cute.
if you needed a house, she would like put hers on her back and carry it to work and give it to you. Like she's just that kind of lady.
That is so wonderful.
Amazing.
Good for her. So my next new start will be the Cup of Cheer. And she's been all ready. And actually she has a little bit of a frame. Now, yeah, she does. So I really like her. And I started when I was kind of getting my act together last week. I was like, at the beginning of the year when we first filmed, we were so intent on making this list of 12 in 12, right? Mm-hmm. And I have neglected them. I am sad to say that I have neglected them. So I got my list out, and I have decided that every month I better get on it. And so I've incorporated, two. The March mini was one of the 12 by 12. So I'll be doing April. So that's good. And then this little girl, Cup of Cheer, is going to be addressed this month.
So are those things that you put in your calendar from our 12 by 12?
They are. Awesome. So I'm doing follow-up now. See, I'm really on it. Follow-up.
Good job.
Yeah.
I just got this. I kept seeing this on the Instagram. The Instagram can get you into some trouble, right?
Oh, that can keep you up all night. And I know, but it did one night. Tonight I had the steroid shot.
Oh gosh. No way. So you're on Insta?
36 hours.
Did you shop?
Oh, did I shop? What else are you going to do when you're buzzed from steroids and you can't sleep? It was horrible. Fortunately, it was Amazon, so most of it went back.
Oh, You didn't keep it?
Well, it was closed, so
Oh,
I
I
might
thought,
have been a
did you
little
buy clothes
aggressive.
for Hawaii? Did you buy a Hawaii wardrobe? Do you not keep it?
Oh, I bought a pretty good wardrobe, but I didn't like it. You
So you
know,
sent all of it back or just some of it?
oh, it all went back. Yep, that's the way it goes when you shop at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So no Hawaii wardrobe?
I have enough clothes to last me to 3 Hawaii trips. I live in Florida. It's not much difference.
Yeah.
But it was just pretty funny. So anyway,
Well,
yeah.
I kept seeing this tray show up full of tomato things.
I have seen that.
Keeper of the Pins by With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. Isn't it so cute? Again, littles, right? And then here's the picture on the back. Their books are just so gorgeous. So I am stitching, let's see if it's on here. Yes, I'm stitching this spool right here. Look, it has a strawberry.
Surprise.
So, and I'm stitching this with the tomato stacked up on it. So I've just only gotten the base of that spool done, but I'm excited about it. It came and I had to do something with it. I had to stitch something because I really, really like this little. I think it's so sweet. Look at this little bitty tomato right there with the strawberry.
I love her. I love that tomato.
I do too.
You know what that tomato reminds me of is my grandma.
Did she have a tomato pin?
She had a tomato pin cushion with a little dangly thing hanging off of it. I just love that pin cushion.
That was a strawberry.
She just would smack our hands when we try to pick it up.
I made a new bag to hold the tomatoes from this beautiful French general. Isn't it pretty?
It's absolutely beautiful.
I love it.
Is that where the tomatoes live?
This is where the tomatoes.
Yeah. Awesome. Good. So
that's all my new starts.
Okay. Well, I have another well, this one's a whip too. And did she look familiar? Yeah, Kristi's is hanging on her wall. So this
mine
is
on the wall.
Sampler. I know she's got hers on the wall, and I still have 2 lines, but I'm working on it, kids. I'm working on it. It's going to get done because I absolutely love it. And this is done with a variegated DMC floss. So I didn't realize that kind of whenever I started it, but I think it's going to be okay. And
I like it. You keep saying that, but I really like it.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes that, the lighter colors were a little bit hard to see, but I just love this, and I just can't wait till mine hangs on the wall. So it will one of these days.
This whip is for the shop, actually, but Suzie just showed us this, and I've been working on it. And I also have the big one from Market that it's its counterpart, which I'm very excited to do. And so this is where I have gotten on this. Look, I got the little bird on there.
Oh, he's such a beauty.
He is. I really, really like her stitches. They really make my heart happy. They're calming. I don't know. Do you have something that calms you when you stitch? Is there a certain designer that you like or certain?
Well, pretty much anything really.
It does.
It just does. Whenever if I could see it, it calms me. If I can't see it, it's a real problem. It stresses me out. But as long as I can see what I'm doing, it's really, I just, it lowers my blood pressure. It does.
There you go.
It's a good thing. And so then my other whip is another girl that is, well, actually, she wasn't from my 12 and 12, but I started her in February. And it's this Primrose Cottage Valentine's Day alphabet that I absolutely love dearly. And she's on pink. And I just think she's adorable. And she's going to get done. And I'm going to keep working on her because I apparently like letters. So
I don't. And I don't.
You don't?
No, I don't. I'm glad you do. I wish I did, but I don't.
There's lots of letters here. I mean, there's lots of other cute stuff too, but I really like these letters. So she's going to get some attention also. Good. Thank you.
And my next one is my birthday Sal. So I finished, we had an assignment for April, May, and I finished it in April. So I'm like, okay, no, an assignment for March, April, and I finished it in March. So I'm like, what am I going to do in April? And I keep looking at the house thinking it's going to take longer than that period of time. So I decided I was going to start laying the foundation for my house, and I did. And I love doing this. Look at her. So she's got
Oh,
her windows, and I
oh,
need to fill, but look at all that fill in I get to do. Like when you're car stitching and you don't want to count and you can just fill all that in. So I haven't filled in the windows yet. I haven't filled in the roof yet, or the bricks. So I got a little head start. And someone in our group, I don't know if you saw it, took in the pattern, there's a butterfly and a bee over here. Let's see. Here's the butterfly.
oh,
There's
okay.
little bees around it.
Hmm.
And because I was anti-ram, I have decided she stitched the bees and the butterfly where the ram was.
Oh,
And so I'm going to put the butterflies and bees up here. That
oh,
made a decision.
nice.
So yeah, it looked really cute. I can't remember. I'm sorry, whoever you were. I'm sorry that I can't remember who you were that did that, but I totally loved what you did. So this makes me so happy.
It's beauty, and mine is taking very long, but I've got the RAM on it, and so hopefully I'll get some progress done on that in the next month or so too. I love the project. It's really pretty. It's going to
I'm
be more
using a color and cotton thread, and I'm doing it on 16 count. This is
nice.
Destiny by Atomic Ranch. If you haven't felt their fabric, it's so soft. It's not crunchy like
Oh,
Ada can be. And I love everything about this. Every time I pull it out, it makes my heart happy.
oh, okay.
Those are all my whips.
Yeah.
But I forgot one. I had one and I forgot it.
Oh,
On the
I'm
Tiny
sorry.
Town Nativity, and I forgot to bring that. So
Oh, I want to get that started too.
it's fun.
Well,
It
I
goes
have
fast. I was
it's
surprised.
good, good. I have one more, but I also for my portion of the show, I have a new event that I'm going to be showing every time we do a floss tube.
You
It's
didn't tell me about this.
it's my rehoming event.
Oh, you did. I forgot.
So I learned from the best about bag making. And I've talked to you often about my orphans who languish in their bags, in their plastic or Ziploc bags, and they all deserve a home because I'm all for housing equality, right? In
Yes.
everything, including our pieces. So I was happy to finish this adorable bag. Let me tell
Oh,
isn't she cute? And guess
yes.
what's on her back, Miss Kristi? Bees.
Bees.
Bees. Yes, I have about 2.75 yards of this left over because that's one of my Joann's by 2 yards
Oh,
thing. So if anybody want any bee fabric, let me know. But anyway, she's
cute.
finished and she's the new home to my precious morning flower.
Aw.
And I am happy, young lady, to introduce you to your new home where you will no longer languish in your plastic bag. There you go. Yep. And in come your well, let's see, here's what she was living in. I mean, how pitiful. It's like a tent. God bless her. It's like a tent. So she's occupying this humongous hoop, that I can't even
They're
fit
so
in the back.
big.
So I got to get a smaller one. They're coming tomorrow. But anyway, here's her gorgeous threads that all came from Classic Color Works and Weeks Dye Works. So she'll be living happily ever after in her new bag, and she has been rehomed this
Until
week.
she's on your wall.
Yeah, yeah. Since she will be. Well, no, I'm gonna frame her because I know exactly where she's gonna go.
Can you
And
can you show the pattern up close really
yeah,
quick?
sure. This one was from Market, and I have seen absolutely zero people talking about it. So I might be the first.
Bring it up nice and close.
Mm-hmm. It's called Morning Flower, and it's by well, actually, it's called Remember Me. It's a morning sampler, and Remember Me when the sea. And I'm doing this in memory of my parents, and I will also be adding their initials on the somewhere. I don't know where will fit, probably on the bottom. And I have given myself a year to do this because she's a big girl. And so well, actually, she's only 99 by 96, but
But
that's
there's a
pretty big.
lot of stitching on it.
That's a lot of stitch. Yeah, that's a lot of stitch. So I'll be showing you my progress on her, but I've actually given myself a year. Mom passed in on February 3rd, so I've given myself a whole year to work on her and hold them
That'll
in
be a
my heart.
lovely,
Mhm.
lovely, that'll be a lovely, lovely thing for you to
It
do. That's
will.
what you're
It'll
doing.
be very, very sweet. I'm very
I,
looking forward to it.
I was just watching the Comfort Stitcher yesterday and she was showing, I went back to her very first floss tube because someone had mentioned that she had designed for Mary Englebright. And
Oh,
so I wanted to hear her talk about that. And she does um, in her first floss tube. And she showed this huge piece. I mean, it's like a blanket. I'm
oh
not
boy.
joking. She couldn't
Cross
even
stitch.
show you all of it
Oh,
in the frame at the same time. And so she had Adam and Eve, but she took out Adam and Eve and she put her grandparents in there. And then she
oh,
replaced other little things throughout it to be things from her childhood and her time growing up. And you should watch it. It's a beautiful episode.
tell me her name.
The Comfort Stitcher. You know
The
her.
Comfort Stitcher. Oh, of
Oh,
course, I watch her all the time.
yeah.
Oh, how come I did not see that? I
Because
watched.
you didn't go back to number one.
Oh,
I went back to number one.
I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I wanted to hear her talk about working with Mary Englebright, and she did. So if you're
She's
interested in that
I
too,
love her. She's amazing.
yeah,
I just light a candle and make a cup of tea and get cozy, and she
she's
just
very
has that voice.
relaxing to listen
It's
to.
so nice. She's just wonderful. Yeah,
True, it's true.
it's true. So we'll have a new rehoming event next time,
A
kids.
new rehoming event. I was going
Well,
to
I've
grab my
lots of
haul.
orphans. I have absolutely no haul, none,
I
because
should,
remember I
I
told
should
you
be,
I sent
I
everything
should be
back to
saying the
Amazon.
same. I should be saying the same thing, but I can't. I have haul.
Well, good. Show us.
First of all, I always get my fabric of the month from the Atomic Ranch subscription that I'm in, and this is called London Fog, and it's just barely gray, and I
Oh,
love it. And what I'm going to do with it, um, I don't know if you've been watching Primrose Cottage, but they're releasing on the 17th a whole new series, and it's all cross stitch related. It's a cross stitcher's rules,
ooh.
and she has a cross stitch Quaker and a cross stitch quilt pattern. And then right before that, they had released these, and they all go together. So someone in our Facebook group, a couple of people are stitching this. I think Jan is one of them. But this booklet has three things in it. This little stitching house. Look at that. Spools and scissors and a hoop. And
Mhm,
there's a Biscorno in there. And then Stitcher's Gonna Stitch.
mhm.
So
Cute.
I got that. And they did theirs all on like a light gray. So I'm going to use this. And then if you've got the cookbook from Market, there's this little piece by Primrose Cottage. And it also matches all of this and the
Oh,
things that they're releasing on the 17th.
oh, yay.
And then they also had, all the bobbles and bits, and you know me in that. So um, they had these charms. This one says Home Stitch Home.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
And then these three spools. Look at the bee, and
I got to get them. They're just adorable.
aren't they cute?
Mhm. They are.
And so that was what I decided to do with my Atomic Ranch subscription fabric. So I didn't have to order the fabric. What's coming? And then on the 17th, I think I'm going to have to get all the things. I just,
I didn't get to see them today. We're filming on Thursday.
yeah,
And I didn't get to watch them this morning, but
yeah.
I will be doing that. So, and I got to learn more about these fabric clubs because I've heard so many people talking about them, and my head hasn't been there. But I need, because we aren't as deprivation land here in Florida, lack of shops.
Yeah, so it'd be nice. And then you get to see them like in person and touch them. And
yeah, that's something I need to look into.
and then
Although my dear little shop, over
yeah,
in
well, yeah, she'll feel you.
the crafty framer, I'm gonna get back there. I promise.
Maybe she has one. Maybe she has a
She might.
subscription.
Yeah, she might. She's just in the process of moving, so I'm gonna give her another few weeks. So
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
then I ordered from Rocky Run Ranch some fabric that she got at market. So I had gotten um,
Oh, that's pretty.
this chart because that red fabric and all the red on it just like struck me. And
Wow.
lo and behold, at Rocky Run Ranch, she had that curtain
We have
call
it.
fabric. So I got that one, and I got Silver Fox by Fiber on a Whim. It's very
Oh,
pretty.
that's very silvery.
Yep. And I got Cocoa, and it's also by Fiber on a Whim.
Oh, pretty. I like them.
And so I got that from her. And then the last thing I showed you, well, I tried to get this at market and they were out.
Uh-oh.
And so I had to wait for it. I ordered it at market. It just had to come. And I think I showed you I had gotten the pins and Her Majesty.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had gotten this crown
Mm-hmm.
from Hobby Lobby, right? Well, then I went digging through my jewelry drawer and I found a pin that had been my mom's that I'm going to put in there. And then I got this necklace when the queen passed away, and it's a coin with her head on it. And I'm going to take that off, I think, and put it in my Stitchy box. And I made a needle minder. Look at that. To go in there.
I love it.
And so here, finally, I got the chart. I'm quintessentially British at heart.
Ah,
isn't that so cute?
Come on. I love that.
I do too, because Rich and I are pretty Anglophile. We like our high tea and all things British. We love to watch the Great British Bake Off, and we are. So anyway,
that is adorable.
I thought this would maybe go on the top of my Stitchy box that I make, but I think it's going to be too big. I don't know. I have to do some fabric counting and some conversions and count and figure it out. But that was my original plan, was to make this the top of a Stitchy box.
So cute.
So I'm in love with it. I can't wait to start.
Adorable.
But I'm practicing some restraint because I have way too many things going on to start another one. So I'm trying to like hold back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good at that, as we all know. Not good at that. So
that's okay. So we have a few giveaways. Are you done?
Well, right before we do that, okay. I think I had mentioned to you, I wanted to mention a FlossTube that I watched.
Oh.
Do you remember me talking about that?
Yeah, I do. I thought that was next. Sorry.
Oh, I had it before this, but I can do it next.
That's all right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm sorry. I had
it. Okay.
Emily Shady Grove Stitcher posted a FlossTube on her Instagram stories and said, you need to go watch this. And I'm like, well, if Emily's saying this, I better go watch it because Emily's got good taste. So I went. It's called Olive Green. Yes. Olive Green is her FlossTube. And you may have heard her name being thrown around because Vashti works at the attic in Arizona where Jan had been. That was her shop before she passed away. And everyone who went to the symposium was talking about the attic, because they all went to the attic, and they were talking about Vashti waiting on them. And when Emily told me to watch this, I heard her say her name was Vashti. I'm like, I've heard that name. Like, it's a really unusual name. I've heard that name. Like, where have I heard that name? Well, then I heard her tell her story. And I just have to say that FlossTube for me was kind of emotional, and I wasn't expecting it at all. But she talked about how she started stitching, and I think she had stitched before, and she's a quilter, but she started stitching during the pandemic, and she was stitching on 14 count. And here she grew within 2.5 years into a woman who is working at the attic, sample stitching, amazing samplers, and actually helping design things. And her story was just really inspiring. So I just wanted to mention, go check her out. It's her first episode, and it's an amazing story. I really love how she shared everything, and I can't wait to see what else she shares with us. So that's my only FlossTube I was going to give a shout out to today was Olive Green, because she just really, it was very touching to me. So
Yes, I did watch her after you told me about her, and I was just really impressed with all. It was like a series of very fortunate events, and how she progressed, and she was just really motivated and just in the right place at the right time, and just had that motivation to keep going. And her work is absolutely stunning, and yeah, I'm just really happy for her, and she seems like a really cool lady. And her name Vashti. She explained the origin of it, and of course now I'm forgetting it, but I believe it was some biblical.
It was Eve, I thought.
Yeah, it was a biblical origin from somebody else who was more famous.
My husband is probably in the other room wanting to come in
Yeah,
here and tell
Rich,
me, but
how is she related? So anyway, it is a good one. I happened upon a new floss tube actually just a couple of days ago. I was just had it going all day long. Do you ever have days like that where you just kind of leave it on all day long? Is like
well,
that?
I'm never home all day long
Well,
usually, but during
yeah.
my little recuperation, I was doing that. Yes.
Yeah. So this woman was is called the Dutch Stitcher, and she's from the Netherlands, but she's sounds like maybe she was originally from England. I don't know. She's very British
It
accent.
was her first one.
No, no,
Oh,
it wasn't
okay.
her
It was
first
just
one.
new to
Huh?
you.
She's called a Dutch Stitcher, and she was having a stitchy chat with Sew Me Sarah. Yes, So Me Sarah. And they had the most precious discussion. She had questions, and So Me Sarah would, tell her back about her, just her stitching. I just was delighted with both of them. And I never heard of them. And since we were kind of just reeling through, she came up in my feed, and I thought, well, I'm just going to throw her name out there because I thought it was fabulous, and it
I'm gonna
was
have to check her out.
very fun. A Dutch Stitcher.
But I wish I could take my notes right now, but
Well,
I'll go back and look at the show.
Yeah, watch the floss too.
We didn't really talk about our sweaters.
Oh no, we didn't. We're fruity girls today, as you all
Mine
know.
doesn't have a story, but yours does.
Mine does. Mine's from Nashville. So on Saturday, Saturday morning, during the Nashville market, Kristi had found that fabric shop she had to go to, and she went. And I held back because I really wanted to go to the little town of Franklin and just explore. My daughter had been there, and she told me how sweet it was and all the cute shops and blah blah blah. And I'm telling you, it's a good thing I don't live there because it was all that. But they had some adorable clothing stores, and that's where this little sweater is. And I thought, how cute! I need a lemon sweater from.
Well, we went
Franklin.
to lunch. She had been shopping, and we went to lunch, and I'm like, Suzie, there's this lemon sweater in the window at the shop, and you got to go get it. She goes, I'm going there after lunch.
It's already a done deal. I'm going back. Yeah. So they were so cute. I'm sorry I don't remember the name of the store, but they had the most adorable clothing. And so that's where
all those shops.
The shops were fabulous. Go to Franklin, people. It's adorable.
What was the shop did you go in the shop that had the little chapel where you could put prayers and hang a prayer? I didn't go to all the shops because I knew why I was there, and I knew I was going to be spending money while I was there. And so I thought, if I go in those shops, I have no self-control. I will buy things.
There was
Suzie has much more self-control.
There was a lot of cute stuff. There really was. But I came home with a sweater.
So cute.
Yeah, and yours got Mary's. Where's your from?
And this cup is from that store with the little chapel in it. This is what I bought in downtown Franklin.
Okay.
So, yeah, my sweater, I don't even remember where I got it from, but it doesn't have a story. It's just cute. But my strawberry has a story. If you haven't been in Franklin, that shop with that little chapel, it was so cute. They had little tags and nails all inside. It's a chapel inside the shop. And you could write down a prayer and put it on the wall. It was just such a sweet little thing. And so I prayed for the church that my son is being called to. and
Yeah.
I hung it in there. And I bought a strawberry cup. And the
Very
prices were actually really reasonable for
Mhm.
like a big fancy boutique.
Yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, for a boutique shop, this one was pretty reasonable too,
Nothing.
and
Huh?
that was fun. So anyway, we have a couple giveaways,
Mm-hmm.
and we hope people will take us up on them because we were donated whenever we were at National Market. I was talking with the Mindful Needle folks, and they found, well, because we had it advertised all over us. And we were the happiest stitches on earth. They're like, advertise us. So they donated several patterns for giveaways, and we're just so happy.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I chose for this time this darling spring-like pattern, which is called Eleanor's Bouquet. It's designed by Dawn Frisky, and it's a little thing, 69 high, 69 wide. But this is up. So if you'd like to throw out your name for this particular pattern, I'll just say write flowers.
Bright flowers.
Flowers in the comments. Just write flowers. And we'll get that off to you. Okay?
Okay.
Well, we'll have to get your stuff, your name and your address and all that stuff, but I'll get that from you personally. So
we'll announce it on our next fall.
Yeah.
I have one
can be famous. Yes.
So while we were in our hotel, we talked about meeting Meredith and her crowd from Rocky Run Ranch. And she also sent us several patterns to give away. So we're going to do one of those today. It's called Easter Needle Book by Rami's Creation, designed by Romina Petrucci. And look at those. It comes with these little bunny counting pins, and it's a little Easter needle book. Isn't it so cute?
Is she also known as Romy, that designer?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because
you met her.
Yeah. Romy, yeah, she's adorable. And she's coming to Tampa for a retreat in October that I'm going to go to. Romy is going, she's from Italy, and her friend, oh gosh, this is embarrassing as usual.
Well, we talked about it in our Nashville. Talked about it in our Nashville video. If you want to win this, you have to put bunny. And just so flowers. You know, we need you to live in the United States, and we need you to be over 18 because we are going to have to ask for your address. And then we also had another giveaway that no one claimed.
I know. Come on. It's adorable.
So it is from Cotton Hearts Quilt Shop. We got fat quarters that are adorable. And then we have a Kristi Heinz Stitchy Box kit. And we have an actual box for you to design it in. So all of this is a giveaway. And you just have to comment in the comments Stitchy Box. And we'll be giving all three of these things away. Thank you to everyone who made this possible.
We'll be watching for you. We will.
We also want to remind you to comment and like and all the YouTube things, because it really helps us. Do you know that we got a notification that congratulated us that we're almost at 30,000 views?
Wow.
That's pretty awesome, isn't it?
That's pretty amazing. I mean,
we would have never guessed that, would we?
Totally unexpected. So really thankful for everyone who takes a look and supports us. And yeah, so that's really cool. And I want to just shout out to my local stitchy friends here in the Tampa area. I'm going to be at the little Brandon Valrico Stitchy meeting this Saturday. And I can't wait to see y'all. And I hope that we'll be able to meet up. So I'm just coming as I'm not coming as a whatever. I'm just a person that stitches. That's all. It's just me with just
You're going to have so much fun. I'm excited for you.
Asking you to show up.
You're going to have a great time.
I think it will be fun. I'm really looking forward. I haven't been able to go the past few months because we had other commitments, Nashville.
Yeah.
Other things. Yeah. So, but I'm looking forward. So I hope y'all get to see me. I want to see you.
Aw, that's fun.
Thanks.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, I guess so. We did a lot. It
We
was a good,
did.
it was a good month. Well, it was not a month. It was a good 2 weeks.
Yes, it was. It was
Yeah,
a good
it
week.
was a good 2 weeks. So
And
thank
until
you.
we see you again, which we're not, I think the next one should maybe be kind of on schedule, but then after that, it gets a little hairy.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're going to try our best to do the best we can. Until
Yeah.
then,
Don't forget,
Floss Daily.
Floss Daily.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.